Donald Trump is being sued by the first black woman to serve on the Board of Governors for the Federal Reserve, and she should win. I'm a lawyer in real life. I don't play one on television. Let's talk about why she's suing Donald Trump. Before we talk about what has happened to Lisa Cook, let me remind you that under the Trump economy, 300,000 black women have lost their jobs. 300,000 black women have lost their jobs. 300,000 black women have lost their jobs since January 20th of 2025. Lisa Cook is determined to not be 300,001. Lisa Cook is the first black woman to serve on the Board of Governors for the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is a quasi-independent body that sets monetary policy for the United States. Congress thought it was important that this be an independent body because they didn't want presidents interfering with monetary policy for their own political reasons. So Congress passed a law that said the president cannot terminate a member of the Board of Governors except for good cause. Good cause means they have done something very serious, like neglected their job duties, or there's been some type of malfeasance in office, not that they simply don't agree with the president. Now, you would think in a case like this, she would be at a disadvantage because we have seen the Supreme Court repeatedly allowing the Trump administration to fire federal employees, heads of agencies, people who we thought were protected by federal statute. But in this case, recently as May, the Supreme Court has already said you can't fire a member of the Federal Reserve. In a case that the Supreme Court was ruling on, they said in what we call dicta, as part of their explanation for the case, they said you can't fire someone like a Federal Reserve governor. So you would think that the Trump administration would look at that and know that they absolutely cannot fire Lisa Cook. But here's the thing. This case is going to have a hearing tomorrow, Friday, August 28th. Then there's going to be an appeal. By whichever side loses, they're going to appeal. This is going to make it to the Supreme Court. And how the Supreme Court handles this case is going to tell us a lot about what we can expect over the next 3 years with this administration. If they allow Donald Trump to fire Lisa Cook, then that means it's going to be complete lawlessness. We will know that this Supreme Court is not going to uphold its constitutional duty to defend the Constitution of the United States and correctly interpret the laws of the United States. So we will know what the next 3 years are going to be like. What do y'all think the Supreme Court is going to do? Do you think it's going to follow its own precedents from just a few months ago, or are they going to once again acquiesce to what the Trump administration wants? Let me know what you think in the comments.